Okay, so in this video we're gonna check out Qemu. I'm just gonna call it Qemu. So I'm gonna install Qemu with KVM on Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition, and then I'm gonna install pfSense. So I've struggled a bit with this, so that's why I want to make a video, make sure it actually works. So for the love of me, I could not find anybody on YouTube that installed Qemu on a Linux distro and then and then a firewall like pfSense. They all just go to Proxmox, which got Qemu integrated into it, and they just use it that way. Not one video. Well, I didn't look past the first 50 videos. So I'm just making this video just because it might not even exist, but I'm sure it's out there. Right, so this is just a base Linux Mint clean install. So we're gonna install Qemu with KVM. Qemu is the emulator. It emulates the hardware, and you can install VMs of your OSs, Windows, whatever. And then KVM is a Linux kernel module which runs straight on the hardware, and it actually speeds up things much better. So you can run Qemu straight, but then it have to use software emulation. But with KVM, it's just way faster. So you might as well just install both. So I'm going to use this first command to install. Right, let's just open a terminal. Right, let's paste that in. Okay, that's not the right one. Why is it copying that one? Yeah, so anyway, sudo apt install Qemu and then Qemu KVM, so you can install the Qemu, and then the libvirt-daemon, which is the Virt Manager to manage your VMs. Let's just run that quickly. See if it runs. It might not install KVM package. Qemu has no installation candidate. Okay, so I just used a different command. First one didn't work, so just use this. If that one doesn't work, just use the second one, and it will download everything that you need. Qemu, KVM, and the Virt Manager, which is a graphical user interface. It's a GUI to manage your VMs. Good. So let's see the next thing. So you want to see if KVM is actually capable on your machine. You can just run that command, kvm-ok. So on mine, it doesn't say it's supported, but it's fine. It should be supported on most machines. So now we want to add a user and give it more privileges. So we want to add it to the libvirt group. So let's do that. Then I have to reboot. Good. So let's get pfSense. Where's my notes? Should run always. Huh? Oh. Where's the settings for this? Preference. Go pfSense. So if you want to download pfSense, download on the Netgate site. Community, yeah, that's fine. Show notes on all desktops. Send taskbar, yeah, show everywhere. Notes, backups, automatic start automatic, show notes on screen. What do you mean screen? Show notes on the screen. Anyway, obviously. Why is it saying this? What? What? That's weird. It's obviously a legit site. So just come here, pfSense, click on download. Eventually. See notes. Virt Manager, so we want to run Virt Manager. So you have to go to the cart to get your pfSense, which is pretty strange. Let's go to select image type, say ISO because you want the ISO image. Add to cart, I suppose. Yeah, and then enter card. Check out. No. Okay, you have to log in. I forgot about that. Obviously. Just select that, complete order. They should just give a download link, like really? Download. Your order is confirmed, receive confirmation email. No. So download now. You just download it from here. Okay, so while that is downloading, I don't know why my internet is that slow, it's insane. We can actually, let's see if we can open up the Virt Virtual Machine Manager. So you can use this to create VMs. It's almost the same as VirtualBox. You know, it's the equivalent or something. So what you need is the ISO. So create a new virtual machine, just click on that. Right, and then you say local install media ISOs, the ISO I'm downloading now. So you can just say forward, and then you select the ISO, which I don't have yet. And then you choose, yeah, it's better to just type in the distro that pfSense uses. It's free BSD. Just choose it there, otherwise it's gonna complain and all that stuff. Right, the download is done, so let's just, where is it now? Downloads. Let's extract it. So open it. Right. Extract. Yeah, into downloads. Why not? Let's go. Good. Show files. Right, there's your ISO. Okay, let's just close all this crap. And then add that ISO file now in there. Right, browse local downloads. That should be it. Put the ISO in there for, oops, you have to type in here FreeBSD. Right, 14 obviously. Go there. Let's say, do you want to correct this now? Oh, well, yes, then. I don't know what that means. Choose memory. So, pfSense 2, fine. 1 CPU is fine. I usually just go for 10. I wonder how much space I have on here though. Okay, enough apparently. So let's make that 10 gig forward. Let's call this pfSense obviously. So pfSense. Customer can be before install, yes. Network selection, let's just finish that. Right. So there's all your CPUs and memories, boot option. So you definitely want that second. Okay. There's the drive. Oh yeah, you have to. Every time you do something, you have to apply it. It's pretty retarded, but what can you do? It's not that advanced. So you don't have to do anything there. There's the ISO file. Right, nothing here really. And then you have to create 2 network devices. Can I just call it a name here? Give it a name here. WAN. Apply. It's not gonna work. And then you have to add another hardware NIC. So network. Again, bridge device. Call it LAN. That's all good. Finish. So WAN and LAN. Now we have to create the actual bridges on the Linux Mint machine. So let's go to terminal and then just put in these commands all at once. You can do it one by one, but why would you? So paste that in. Okay, let's go through them. So sudo IP link add WAN. There's the WAN name that we've got there in Virt Manager. Type bridge, so it's a type bridge, and then sudo add LAN. IP link add LAN type bridge. So there's the 2 created. And then we bring them up with link set WAN up, LAN up. Then we connect them straight to the actual port of this PC, the Ethernet port. So mine is called ENP6S18 master WAN, and we bring it up. I'm not connecting the LAN because there is no physical port for it. But if you have a physical port for your LAN, you would have that one in there as well. So let's create that. Okay, and then make sure it's all created with this command. So this IP link should type bridge. Right, so WAN LAN, let's try B or CTL show. It's a bit better. There's your LAN. Obviously, if you have a physical port, it will show the interface there. There's the WAN and there's the physical port. So it will get internet already from my router. And then you can install pfSense. Okay, it looks good. Let's see if it wants to install something. Proceed. Right, scribe. Hard drive. Yes. Yes, stable release version. Let's go already. Okay, at last it's done. Say okay. Hope everything is good. Okay, so we can reboot now. Right, so you want to set up VLANs? We don't want to. Not now. Say no, and then enter the WAN interface. That would be obviously VTnet 0 as they give it to us there. Enter. The LAN is VT1. VTnet 1. And then you check it over, it looks right, you say yes and enter. Okay, at last we are in pfSense, is all installed on Qemu KVM in Linux Mint. So no Proxmox involved at this. It's just purely running on Linux here. On bare, well, not on bare metal, but straight on OS using KVM. Much faster. Anyway, I've got my IPs. I can log in from another machine using the LAN IP. So let's do that. Okay, so I just started up Kali Linux. It's the only other OS I have on here. Right, let's see if I can connect to pfSense that sits inside Linux Mint as a VM. So the IP is 192.168.1.1. Let's go. Yes, so admin and default is pfSense. That is awesome that it connects like this. So that Linux Mint is now acting as the router, well, not the Linux itself, the pfSense running on top of it as a VM. And yeah, like I said, I haven't found a video that did this. Not that it's impressive or anything, but this was my initial setup. I had no other choice. I wanted this on my laptop. I wanted pfSense on my Linux Mint laptop. And the only way was installing Qemu KVM and run pfSense as a VM in there. I think I'm running out of resources, RAM. This Proxmox box is not very, it's not very good. Anyway, that is evidence that it runs. I just wanted to do this for myself, really. See if it works. No Proxmox inside. Proxmox does make it easier to do. Although I run all of this on Proxmox, this actually sits in two VMs on Proxmox. So here's my Linux Mint Cinnamon running pfSense in Qemu, as you can see there, and then Kali sits here, and I can access it over this local LAN being managed by pfSense. So hardware related, so in Kali it is just set to VMBR1, which in turn is the LAN port. So I created in this Linux Mint 2 network devices, obviously for pfSense, so WAN and LAN, and all the other computers now will connect to this network device of this Linux Mint machine. course, this is the LAN and the LAN bridge, and this VMBR is it's the two bridges in Proxmox, which is connected to the physical ports. Well, there's only one physical port on this Proxmox machine. And this is virtual. Wow, I'm so glad now. So let's see. Console, yeah. Let's see what IP it got. Oh my god, it's slow. It's dying. It's slow, it's not the RAM, yeah, it's not the RAM, it's I run Proxmox on a hard drive, HDD, which is hilarious. That's what make it so slow. Did I click this? Let's go. So DHCP server. Now why is this not opening? Come on, come on. Yeah. Let's see. Let's just run ifconfig quickly. There is the IP. It received 102 as its IP. It is really dying. Didn't I click the DHCP server? Let's go. So this is crazy cool. But I mean, you won't run it this way in Proxmox. You would run pfSense in its own instance in a container using less resources. But this was my setup on my laptop. So if you want to set up, if you have an old laptop, you slap Linux on there so that it can perform faster, and then you can use it as a DHCP server and a firewall for your network. But you need two physical ports. So I have a laptop with obviously the local port, and I bought a Ethernet USB adapter, and that will be the LAN. That LAN will go out to a AP switch, and then out to the rest of the network. So all my computers will be on the LAN, which sits behind the firewall. And this is the setup I have had on my laptop. Running it in what is this fucking thing called? Libvirt. No, the Virt Manager, virtual machine manager. So it's kind of a horrible little program. But once it works, it works. There's the two nicks in here. So it's just set to VMware 0 and VMware 1. So you create two bridges for pfSense to work. And that is it. This is so cool. I'm so impressed. Oh no. Yeah. That's the video. If you want to install it on straight on Linux, pfSense straight on Linux. That's the whole premise of this. Installing pfSense straight on Linux using Qemu. Good.